Instagram is not going to pay you. You can go viral tomorrow, you can gain thousands of followers overnight, and Instagram will deposit $0 into your bank account. There's no payout for reach. That's just how the platform works. And yet, people are building 6- and 7-figure businesses from Instagram every single year. So what's actually happening here? From my experience, this is where most people get stuck. They think if they just post enough and stay consistent enough, the money will eventually follow. But today, I want to reframe the reality for you. Instagram is not an income stream, and the people making millions on Instagram are not treating it like an income stream. They are using it as a distribution tool. Instagram gets eyes on you, and your job is to decide where that attention is going to go. There are 2 types of creators on Instagram right now. The first type is posting every single day, chasing trends, trying to grow, trying to go viral, and they're on a content creation hamster wheel. They are exhausted. They have engagement, they have views, people love their content, but they're not making any money. The second type, smaller audience, less perfect and less refined content, not necessarily going viral, but they have a business and they're getting paid consistently. What I've noticed from my experience, from my students, from building my own online business, is that the difference is never the algorithm, it's the business model. Now, here's where most people go wrong because they think the only way to be making money on Instagram is by chasing brand deals and sponsorships. This is where you're getting paid to post, and I get it. It looks like the goal. You see your favorite creators doing sponsored content and you think, okay, that's what success looks like. But the thing with brand deals is you trade your time for money once and then it's gone. The brand pays you, you post, and the deal is done. You have to go find the next one. You are constantly pitching, negotiating, and dependent on someone else deciding you're worth hiring. You're in the passenger seat of your own business because you have no control. And oftentimes it takes 30, 60, 90 days for the brand to pay you. Plus, this is extremely difficult to see consistent income with if you're just starting out and you don't have an audience yet. I say this as someone who has done and still do many brand deals. They have a place and can be great income. I'm not telling you to turn them down when the opportunity comes, but if you're building towards financial freedom and location freedom and time freedom, brand deals alone will not get you there. There are very few creators online who live off of brand deals only. The people who have real freedom built something they own. This is the thing that will change how you think about everything. Your Instagram audience is not just a vanity metric. It's not just a number that makes you feel good when it goes up. Every single person following you is a human being who found your content, choose to stay, and is now paying attention to you. That is leverage. That is power. So the shift is to stop asking, how do I get brand deals? And start asking, what does my audience need? And how do I help them get it? Because when you answer that question honestly, and when you build something that solves a real problem for the people already watching you that they are willing to pay for, you stop renting your audience to brands and you start owning the relationship and you start capitalizing on it. You stop being a middleman and you become the product. You stop having income that depends on a brand renewing a contract and you build something that compounds, and that is leverage. Your audience is the business. Instagram is just how they found you. I have digital products I built years ago, courses, ebooks, trainings that still generate income every single month. And they're not tied to my time. I make money while I'm traveling, while I'm surfing, and when I'm home with my son, Levin. I don't have to be working for that money to come in, and that's what I mean by freedom. And I also have higher ticket coaching offers for students who want more hands-on support and who want to work with me one-on-one to grow their businesses. I make far more from this consistently than brand deals. So here's a business model that is proven, tested, the one that works. First, services. Coaching, consulting, done-for-you work. This is the fastest path to cash. You can sign a client this week with a small audience and a warm network. Second, digital products, a course, a workshop, template, an ebook. You build it once and it sells while you sleep. This is where your income stops being tied to your hours. Third, having the systems to support sales. So your email list, funnels, automated delivery, you build the infrastructure so the whole thing runs like a well-oiled online machine. That's when the business becomes truly location independent and sustainable. Services give you cash flow, products give you scale, systems give you freedom. So here's the high-level overview on how to actually do this step by step. Step 1, get clear on your offer. Create one if you don't have one yet, because there's no point in trying to get a lot of traffic if you can't monetize. What specific problem do you solve and for who? If you can't answer that in one sentence, that's your first job. Get specific. So I help travel creators land their first brand deal in 90 days. Or I help exhausted parents get 10 to 12 hours of sleep with no wake-ups. Step 2, build content around that offer. Every piece of content you post should answer a question your ideal customer is already asking. Teach them something real, document your day, show them you know what you're talking about. You're building the case for why they should eventually buy from you. Step 3 is to give them somewhere to go, ideally somewhere you can collect their email or to a sales page. You need something that pulls people off the platform and into your world. A free guide, a training, a challenge, an email list, because Instagram can change the algorithm tomorrow and you need to own that relationship. Your bio link and your call to actions in every single post should be pushing people to that next step. Step 4, sell without apologizing for it. This is the one most people mess up. They build an audience, they build trust, and then they go silent when it's time to sell because they're afraid of being too salesy. Your audience follows you because they trust you. They want to know how to work with you. Talk about what you offer regularly without shame. Now, I know that when I lay it out in a video, it sounds super simple: offer, content, call to action, sell. But when you're actually in it, trying to figure out what your niche is, what your offer should be, how to structure your content, how to grow an audience that actually converts, it can get messy fast. Most people end up stuck because they're doing it alone and guessing at every step, which is why I built the Wanderlover Business Academy, and we just launched version 4.0. It's everything you need to know about making money online, going from zero to your first $5,000 online. From getting clear on your niche and offer, to building a content strategy that attracts the right people, to setting up the systems that let you sell consistently. It's built for new and aspiring creators, coaches, and digital nomads who are done consuming free content and ready to build something real. The link is in the description. If you've been watching these videos and thinking, I want to actually do this, then that is where you start. The people winning on Instagram this year are not the ones with the biggest following. They're the ones who stopped waiting and started treating it like an actual real business. I'll see you in the next episode. Have an amazing week.